Hello everyone, welcome to the video lecture series on object-oriented programming through Java. We are learning about how GUI programming can be done with Abstract Window Toolkit. So as part of this one, we are learning how to add events to our component. So in our last lecture, we learned about how to add an event to our button component. So in this lecture, let us see how to add event to our checkbox, like how to create the checkbox we'll see, and also let us add some events to the checkbox. Remember, whenever you want to add any event to a component, we need to follow these 4 steps. Like we need to create a container, that means designing one frame, and after that we need to create the component. And once the component is created, that component need to be added to the frame. After that we need to implement the event delegation model of adding listeners to the component and then implementing the listener methods. So here the table is there which which shows what are all the events we have, which will be generated from which source, and what are all the listeners we have. Listener is nothing but an interface. So in this lecture, let us see how to create an event, or how to create a checkbox and how to create an event, right? So second one is our creating for the checkboxes. Now checkbox is nothing but a small square box which can be enabled or disabled. A simple example for this checkbox is whenever you are filling any resume and all, you will be asked to check the languages you will be knowing or the hobbies you are having. So you can have more than one hobby, so you can check all the checkboxes like this. The checkbox will look like this. So you can have checkboxes like this, square checkboxes. So you can select these checkboxes according to like if you want, you can enable this one, or if you want, you can disable this one. So you can enable this one like this. So if you want to have such an option in your GUI, in your interface, then you can create that one using this checkbox. Now the class that we have to create this checkbox is checkbox class. So the class is checkbox. And we have 5 types of constructors here. We have 5 constructors to create the checkbox. The first one is checkbox without parameters. That means a checkbox is created, nothing will be there. Or else you can have a second type of constructor where you can have a text to be assigned to that one. Okay, so that you can pass as an argument to this checkbox class. So that is string label, and you can decide the state also. State can be true or false. Okay, state is nothing but whether you want it has to be enabled for the initially while it is loading, like that you can set that one. Or else you have a third way. The third way is for the time being, let us not see the third way and third one and fourth one. About the third one and fourth one we'll see, but you can make a note of that one. You can have the checkbox, these 2 components. Along with that, you can have checkbox group. Now this will be used to create the choice buttons. So just you can note down this one. This is the third way of creating the constructor. Okay. This is the third way, and the fourth way is which includes the same thing, but you can have the boolean like the state can be set for your checkbox group. So in detail about the other two, these last two ways of using the constructor, we are going to learn in the next lecture. In this lecture, we are concentrating only on the first two ways, like creating a checkbox without parameters or this parameter. So these four constructors can be used to create a checkbox. Right? Now once a checkbox is created, how to create a checkbox I'll show you first. After that we'll see how to create how to add an event for that one. So first let us create a checkbox. So for that we need to open the notepad and let us see how to do that one. So in the notepad first we need to import our java.awt.start package, and I'll import one more package also because anyways we are going to add the events also. So I will be importing java.awt.events package also to add events to our program. Now I will be creating one class, so checkbox ex which extends frame. You all know this same old technique I am following, frame. Now in this I am writing my main method, okay, public static void main. Now in the main method I will be creating the frame. That is what our first step is, right? So let us create the frame first. So the frame can be created as the checkbox is extending this frame. We can use the class name directly. F equal to new checkbox, and we need to set the size of this frame. Okay, and then we need to set the visible also. These things you already know. Now once what we need to do is, now I am following the same approach of writing everything in the constructor itself, because as we are calling the constructor at the time of creating the object, let us write everything in the constructor. Okay, so in the constructor what I want to do is, let us create the object first, isn't it or not? I want to just show you how the component is added. So we need to create the component, that is our second step. So to create the component, what is the class we have? The class is checkbox, right? And we can use any one of these two. So let us use the second one. Okay, we have one more here. Instead of setting the option, we can create a checkbox with only string also. If you don't want to set any boolean your state and all, simply you can have a checkbox class constructor and you can specify the label. That is what I am going to use now here. Okay, checkbox C1 equal to new checkbox. Let us add the languages now. Okay, Hindi. Let us add the sports. I am adding the hobbies. Okay. Now after creating this one, we need to add this one to our frame, right? So this dot add of C1. Very simple. That's it. Now before that, let us set our frame layout first. You all know how to set the layout. So I will be setting the flow layout. Flow layout F1 equal to new flow layout, and I want to set my frame with this layout. So this dot set layout, okay, of F1. So we have set the layout, we have created the component, we have added the component. Now let us, for the time being, let us not add the listener. Let us see whether we are able to create the checkbox or not. Let me create one more item. Okay, if we could able to create this one, then we can go on adding that. Okay, so I'll save this one. Let us try to run our program and check whether we could able to display the checkbox or not. Yeah, there is an event. Okay, it is not events, it is event. Now let us run. Now you can see we got a checkbox with one sports, because sports we have sent as a text here. You can see here we have sent the text here, sports. So you can select this one or you can deselect this one. Now like this you can create multiple checkboxes according to your application. So let us see. Let us create one more checkbox. Okay. C2. For this checkbox, what I will write is reading. These are all my hobbies. Okay. And I will create one more checkbox, C3, and for this I will have music. So now save this, compile your program, run your program, and you can see 3 checkboxes are created. Now no event is happening because we have not created any event handling for this one. We have not added that one, that we need to do now. But you could see here we are able to add checkboxes to our frame, isn't there not? Now we can select or deselect this one. Now what I want to do is I want to add action to this one. Now whenever you want to add action to your checkbox, what is the interface we have and what are the methods we need to implement? You can see from this table, for checkbox we have a listener called item listener, or else I'll show you here. It is our checkbox, right? So to the checkbox we have item listener as our method. You can check here. Okay, so we need to add a method called add item listener, and that add item listener is available in you can see here, or else I can show you. Item event is a class, and in the item event, not item event, it is item listener. Okay, it is an interface. So item listener is an interface. So in that we have a method. You can check here. Item changed is a method that we need to implement. Okay. So let us make a note of that one. So what is the interface we have? So if you want to implement for the checkboxes, our interface is item listener. Okay, and our method that we need to implement, only one method is available in this item listener, that you can see here. Only one method is available in the item listener, that is item state changed, right? So that we need to write. That we need to define, and the class is our item event class, right, all of you? So what we need to do is, now let us add the 4th step of adding the item listener and then implementing the item listener method. Okay, so let us do that one. We'll go to our program. We have created 4 checkboxes. So for each checkbox, 3 checkboxes we have created. For each checkbox, let us add the event. So C1 dot add item listener, and to which frame? This frame. Right? Similarly, you need to add C1 dot. This is our 3rd step. 4th step what we are doing. In 4th step, one more step, that is A. Now whenever you write like this, then this add item listener will take that one and it will forward that one to item state changed method. So now we need to implement that method, isn't it or not? So let us do that. That method is, I am writing here, public void, public void item change is our method. You can see here, public void item state changed. Okay. And item event class object we need to create. Now here what we'll do, let us add system dot out dot println, just I will be displaying selected. Okay, that's it. What it will do, whenever you are selecting this one, this will, whenever you select or click, let us call, okay. Now let us save and run this program and check any errors are there. Yeah, we got an error. Yeah, we have not implemented the interface, right? So implement. What is the interface? Item listener. So still we are getting that one. Right, I have not saved this one or what? Class or interface expected. Let me see. This is for checkbox. This is for this one. Is there any problem here? Class is also okay. I think I have closed one more. Yeah. Okay, no errors. So Java. Now you can see 3 checkboxes are created. Now whenever I click anything, you will be getting click, click and click. If you deselect also, it will be getting clicked only. Why? Because you have performed some action, right? Now, but suppose if you want to get the same text, which like you want to know which checkbox is clicked. To achieve that one, we have a method called getData method. Okay, so let us see that one, how it can be done. Okay, so the method is called as getItem method, and that is available in the item event class. See, this will be forwarded to this event, so this will be handling that one. Now this item event class is having a method called getItem method, so that has to be called with event that class object e dot get item. Now if you run this program, you can understand what is the use of this method. Okay. Now if you click on sports, you are getting the sports. So what is the use of this method? GetItem method is used to get the particular label of that one. So if you see reading, reading you will get. If you deselect also, you will get reading, right? So if you click music, you will be getting the music. So like this, you can add events to your checkboxes, right? So just you can click, you can read that one. So getItem text is used to read that one. Suppose if you want to display the same whatever sports or reading in the same frame, then you need to use the paint method, because using that you can do using your applets, right? So this is how events can be added to your checkboxes. This is how checkboxes can be created and events can be added to the checkbox. In the next class, we will see about the choice box, choice button, how choice button can be created. Remember, choice button can be created by using these two options. of constructors that we'll see in the next class, and also in the same lecture we'll see how to add events to that choice button also. So let us all meet in our next lecture. Thank you all of you.